Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Life and Times of Crazy Patrick. I brought you back here to Mesilla again. I wanted to bring you to the old cemetery in Mesilla. This cemetery's been here since the 1800s, or maybe before that. And there's a lot of old graves in here, a lot of beautiful headstones, a lot of beautiful tombs. But I'm going to take you over here and I'm going to show you one over here that is one that has quite a story behind it. Nobody knows who this lady really was or what her name is, but she was a witch. And so when she died, they didn't want her getting out of her grave. So they actually encased her grave in concrete blocks and concrete so that she wouldn't be able to get out. And so you see these concrete blocks and stuff here ahead of us here, the cross, that's actually her tomb. And they come and repair cracks because they don't want her getting out of the cracks. So they'll actually come and repair the cracks. But there is a story that there was a teenage girl that on a dare, she spent the night here. And actually she never had anything happen to her during the night. But after she had spent the night here, she developed epilepsy and never could cure it. And people believe the witch put a curse on her. But this is the witch's grave. So I wanted to show you all this. I'm going to go ahead and go from here to Mesilla Dam, and I'm going to tell you a story that has to do with the Mesilla Dam. So I'm going to end this right now, and I'll get back with you in just a little bit. Well, hello folks, I'm back. I'm here at the Mesilla Valley, at the Mesilla Dam. It's only about maybe 3 miles from downtown old Mesilla. The river's all dry right now, as you can tell. There's no water in the river. But there's kind of a cool story that nobody knows if it's true or not. It's kind of an old legend that's been around all over southern New Mexico, that there was this, it's a story about La Llorona, which is Spanish for the weeping woman. And in this area, they called her Monica. Everybody here is familiar with Monica. And the story goes that she was married to a handsome, extremely wealthy man and had a couple young boys. And she got, her husband, I guess, apparently got tired of her and started carousing around and womanizing and drinking, and would leave for extended periods of time. He'd come back and he'd just to see the boys, and he'd spend time with the boys, but he would ignore her. And so she was getting jealous of the boys, and one evening she was walking along the river, along the levee, and here come her husband in a buggy with another lady. And he stopped and talked to the boys, but he never even spoke to her. You know, this kind of put her into a rage, and she decided that she's just going to get rid of the boys and teach him a lesson. So she grabbed the boys and she threw them in the river. And then as soon as she had done it, she realized that she had made a horrible mistake, and she went running down the river trying to save them, but they was going down river too fast and it was too late, and they both drowned. Well, after that, she just kind of gave up on life, and she quit eating, and she finally just pretty much just starved herself to death, and she finally died. And people see her out here walking along the river and weeping, searching for her two boys. And I think parents have used this story to kind of scare their kids around here, because the story also says that, you know, if she catches kids out here, she'll drown them. She'll throw them in the river. And I think parents have used that story here kind of as a way to keep their kids away from the river at night, so they didn't get in trouble, fall in and drowned or something. So that's another one of the weird stories that's around here. Nobody knows if it's true or not, but people have said they've seen her. So maybe she's here, maybe she's not. Who's to question them? I guess we'll never know the truth. Well, that's the end of this story, folks. So I'm going to call this video done, and I'll catch you on the flip-flop.